The escalating migrant crisis has highlighted how Albanian people make up a significant proportion of those crossing the Channel. And yet the Home Office considers Albania a safe country and says it is dangerous and unnecessary for them to make the crossing. Now, there are about 140,000 Albanian nationals currently living in the UK, but more and more are arriving, with numbers increasing rapidly, in particular over the last 2 years. In 2020, 50 arrived in small boats, but this year, so far, 12,000 Albanian people have crossed the Channel. But why? What makes them so desperate to reach the UK? Our UK editor Paul Brand travelled to Albania to hear their side of the story.
High in the mountains of Albania, everywhere, there are remnants of the past left by those seeking a better future. Every one of these ruined homes once belonged to migrants who've now made theirs in Britain.
So how many of these houses are empty now?
The answer is almost all of them, according to Lumturi. She and her mother are among the last residents of Përbrag.
What's it like to live in a village where everyone's leaving?
We feel lonely. Our country is slowly being depopulated. They all leave. They say there is no war in Albania, but there is a big war, the weak economy and high prices.
The highlands of Albania are in the depths of deprivation. Almost all Albanian migrants to Britain come from here, and by any means.
Many British people don't think it's right that Albanians are arriving in the UK illegally.
Albanians are leaving due to poverty. It's not true that Albanians are criminals. Our perspective is not to go to other countries and commit crimes. We move for a better life and a better future.
In the past 5 years, the number of pupils at the school here in Përbrag has gone from 200 to just 60. All of the children that we have spoken to see their future in the UK, leaving this village seemingly without one. So they're both empty? Both empty.
Rakip is the elder of a community which contains little youth. His nephews have already abandoned their homes for Britain. He sees no future in farming for the next generation either.
Can you see your grandsons staying here, living here when they're older?
No, you see all these boys? The 6 of them? When they graduate from school, they will all emigrate to England.
They call this region Little Britain. In the nearby town of Kukës, you'll recognise many of the number plates. It is no exaggeration to say almost every man we met dreams of leaving for Britain.
I have many friends in Facebook and see story today in Albania, another day in London.
Defreem waits tables in Kukës 6 days a week, but not for much longer. He's already planning to come to Britain, though he's vague about how.
You have a job here and a family here.
Yes.
Why do you want to go to England?
But only for bad life. Only this.
You don't think you can live that life here in Kukës?
It's very difficult. Minimal money. Only to eat, to drink coffee, to wear some clothes. Only this.
In the town centre, the red carpet's out for a presidential visit. The mayor here is angry Britain won't offer a warm welcome to migrants he insists are not criminals, despite around 1% ending up in UK prisons.
The British Home Secretary calls it an invasion. How do you feel about that?
I'm disappointed as well as shocked to hear that the daughter of an immigrant who has become Britain's Home Secretary speaks in such language. It's not normal. They do not deserve to be called offensive terms just to cover for the crisis that England is currently facing with its change of government, which they seem to change all the time.
Britain is investing in Albania to encourage people to stay here. In the capital, Tirana, you do see development. But it hasn't reached Matilda and her daughter in the suburbs, nor Sueya and her family next door.
So this is your home?
Sí.
How many of you share this bedroom? Three. How much hope do you have for your children that they will have a better life in Albania?
I have no hope at all.
I like the oranges.
A few streets away, up a tree-lined drive, hope is sent here from abroad. This is the difference British money makes. This woman's husband was smuggled to Dover in a lorry, hence her anonymity. Now he wants to return home to meet his youngest son for the first time.
Was it dangerous for him to get to the UK?
Very, very. But what could he do? He had to endure that so that he wouldn't blame himself for not trying. He'd heard people say it's good in the UK, but after being there, he says it's better to be home.
Albanians are well aware of the attention their arrival attracts in Britain. But those we met insist their only crime is wanting to build a better life. Paul Brandt, ITV News, Tirana.